Behind me here is the University of Tennessee's Student Health Center, where their statistics show that the suicide rate among college-age students has more than tripled in the last 30 years. It started off as America's Collectivist Network in Greenville, Tennessee in 1993, has rebranded itself and is now known as Joy Television, located here in Knoxville, Tennessee. What looks like a typical day in the park for some is not so typical to Cora Wright. She takes a moment to smoke a cigarette and find audio tracks on her phone. She then begins to stretch, and she creates art with her hula hoop.
I started hula hooping because my friend Anna hula hoops, and she was always like, "Oh, you do dance, you should try this." So I just went to Walmart and I got a $5 hula hoop.
Cora has expanded her talent with multiple hoops after 3 years.
I have a background in dance, and I teach ballet and I teach modern dance, so I just kind of try to infuse that into it.
While Cora performs elegantly with shoes, she sometimes prefers to take them off when she's practicing her routines. She also has other techniques to help her perform better.
And that's why I practice a lot, because it's like once I feel like people are watching me, I start messing up. So I like to go to public places and practice, even though I get a lot of funny looks.
Although her talent gains her funny looks, she also gains more love for what she does. She has to be aware that she cannot fully commit to hula hooping just yet.
It's kind of difficult to balance because it's a hobby and it's something I like to do, and I hope to turn it into something like a career at some point, but it is difficult to balance it, especially with teaching dance.
Cora's love of dance and hula hooping will hopefully inspire others to merge their hobbies and leap into new talents as well. I'm Michaela Bond with UT Today. Syvonne Anderson likes to think of herself as any other young adult. She likes to read and enjoys her time at home, but what many do not know is that she struggles with suicidal thoughts even when she appears to be happy.
I'm a pre-med student, so I think the stress from that and not knowing if I really wanted to be pre-med and my mom wanting me to be a doctor just kind of got to me.
Once a track athlete for Lee University, Syvonne had to leave everything behind when the stress of school forced her to take a semester off, even though her sport was therapeutic for her.
Has like when I feel sad or when I'm just like not happy with something, like it's always given me a way out, and it's always like just it's always been great. Like I've always loved running, and it's given me a way to forget things and just focus on my running.
Over 30 years ago, the federal government began cutting funding for mental health. Students like Syvonne are forced to suffer in silence until they can find a means of therapy. But time is of the essence. As of 2014, suicide was named the #2 death of youth ages 10 to 24 in Tennessee. Behind me here is the University of Tennessee's Student Health Center, where their statistics show that the suicide rate among college-age students has more than tripled in the last 30 years. But much like Syvonne's experience at Lee University, it could take students months to schedule an appointment and be seen by counselors. There is a silver lining to the lack of mental health programs to youth. Experts like Kevin Hodges offer useful tips to recognize and comfort those dealing with suicidal thoughts.
The funny thing about suicidal people is that there's many different signs. You know, you have like the classic signs where you find people just trying to maybe find closure. You might see people giving stuff away of things they generally like.
But what can you do once you see the signs?
A lot of things you can do to actually help change a person's mind or prevent them from going further is finding new interests or finding the things that was going on. You just say, hey, I thought you liked this here. I've seen cases where a person seems suicidal and you could bring up a sporting event. Well, the championships next week, who are you going for? And that one little thing will give them some hope to hang on to.
For Syvonne, she found happiness removing herself from the stress completely and being with those she loved.
And being away has been an amazing relief, and I've been able to get closer with my family and with the people that I love, and it's been a lot better.
Syvonne knows that she will make it far as she continues to keep to herself and put her family first, now that she knows how to manage her stress better and cope with her feelings. I'm Michaela Bond with UT Today. What started off as America's Collectivist Network in Greenville, Tennessee in 1993 has rebranded itself and is now known as Joy Television, located here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Joy Television streams 24/7 live shows that showcase their large variety of gemstones. JTV's expert gemologist Christopher Clark explains why the gemstones are important to the company and its customers.
Here they have like tanzanite, alexandrite, just all of these really strange gemstones I'd never heard of before.
Much like the gemstones that caught Christopher's eye, other employees such as recruiting coordinator Madeline Miller became interested in the gems and even became a frequent buyer from JTV.
I have purchased every female in my family for Christmas. They are all getting the Tennessee State necklace, so I'm really excited about that.
But according to events coordinator Courtney Hernandez, things were not always easy for the Knoxville-based company. Employees and other staff had to push through some major obstacles.
JTV has really come a long way, especially in the past decade or so. When we took over our current corporate location, we had been previously scattered all over Knoxville. We had our customer care area in one area, we had our corporate positions, our warehouse was somewhere else. So really our business was kind of spread all over Knoxville.
Even though they have overcome some obstacles, others, which can be seen throughout all of Knoxville, chose to stick around.
We do have a lot of construction going on right now. Part of our construction, and the real reason we built it to begin with, was for our new automation warehouse that we have.
And as far as the employees?
With that does definitely come a little bit of pain on our side, but our employees are resilient and they have done an amazing job of adapting to our construction.
But being an employee has its perks. Employees at JTV are given a discount to all merchandise. There's a 24-hour on-site gym and even a park that employees can enjoy during the day. JTV treats its customers and employees with lots of care.
The next time you want to purchase that necklace your loved one has been eyeing, Jewelry Television is here to help at any time on any day. I'm Michaela Bond, reporting for UT Today.